Hello, my name is Eric Lopez. I'm a solution architect with Akanda. I'm going to be talking about Astara, which is a new project in OpenStack. We're part of the big tent now. You can actually get our information by going to GitHub and see what our projects is all about. This is going to be a talk about how Astara works, and it's sort of the detail of how to do Neutron Advanced Services and its lifecycle management. So what is Astara? Astara is a multi-process, multi-threaded Neutron service orchestrator. What it does support right now is routers and load balancers, but in the future we'll be doing VPNs and firewalls. So any of the new advanced services, resources that Neutron will provide, we'll support. So right now we actually do the load balancers as a service, the V2 APIs, and then we'll, as the VPN and the firewall APIs for V2 mature, we'll support those as well. So part of the core concepts about Astara is it's supposed to be simple, compatible with Neutron, and it's open development. So we're actually sticking to the tenets of OpenStack. It's an Apache V2 license. It's an open design principle, and it's open development. So you can join our IRC channel to actually and join our group to do any of the development and help design and move this project forward. So what this is really about is tying the whole room together. This is the concept of we need to actually do the control plane and figure out actually how to mitigate and assign those resources in a simple and elegant way. So if you ever implemented the reference Neutron architecture for deploying Neutron, you have all these L3 agents, you have these DHCP agents, and any advanced service agents that are provided. And it makes it very difficult to scale and manage this in the long run. So what we do is, with Astara, we actually have this additional process that works with Neutron server and the Neutron APIs to provide these advanced features. So we remove all the advanced plugin features, and we spin up server instances to provide the NFV functionality that you require in your environment. This is really designed for a multi-tenancy type situation. And this orchestration process actually listens on the message queue bus for Neutron and pulls off that information to spin up those networking features that you would require for your particular tenant. So part of this is managing the router lifecycles. So routers can be spun up for each of the tenants. So there's no one centralized tenant. All the agents that are on the network nodes are removed, and now you have these service VMs that are in your compute cluster that are actually providing the service, and it's distributed throughout the cluster. So any one particular service instance does not affect the other service instances that are required in your environment. The router controls the data flow at the IP and layer 3 layer of the TCP/IP stack. So part of this whole aspect of the lifecycle management is there's actually a health check that the service, the RUG service provides in the environment. So if the service gets corrupted, so the state tables in the system gets corrupted or crashes, we actually have that health check go in and reinstantiate the state information for that particular service. Each service instance configuration is stored in the RUG service. All that state information is actually in the database as well. So in an event that the service instance becomes inaccessible, the configuration becomes different, the RUG service will go in and update that service instance with the correct information. So with its last known good configuration. This would actually be shown you with part of the demo, but I can't do this at the point. But it does work. We have it shown I'll have a demo available at our website to actually show you the whole process and actually how it works. So whenever the instance actually dies, completely can't actually communicate and get it back to its known configuration, we'll actually spin up a new instance for that particular service. So it will monitor the status of that information, spin it up, and rebuild that service instance from the repository. So part of the conclusion of this is Astara is sort of your lifecycle management service for your advanced networking features. it manages up to thousands of service instances. So if you have a fairly large number of VMs in your cloud, a lot of tenants, we actually will support that type of environment. And it's compatible with any implementation of the OpenStack, from Juno, Kilo, and now we have released Liberty. If you want to take information about the project, you can actually go to the GitHub. Currently, it's right now located at github.com, OpenStack Akanda, but it will be renamed to the new project to Astara. We have weekly IRC meetings, Monday at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can join the IRC channel OpenStack.Astara. Thank you.